welcome to Go with Manja. This is actually now the next episode, and yesterday we just learned the rules of Go, which I would like to repeat for you. So maybe you remember, the aim of the game Go is to make as many points as possible and more than your opponent, and there were only 3 rules. So first rule was to make territory, and maybe you remember, territory may look like this. And then 6 points for black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? And we also learned, rule 2, how to capture a stone. We look for the outgoing lines, which are the liberties. And if they are placed by black stones in this case, then we can capture the 1 stone, 1 point. And maybe you also remember something else, that how did we call it if a group has only 1 liberty left? Can you remember? It's called Atari, right? So this is Atari, and white should do something. Otherwise, black will just capture a stone. So that is basically what we learned yesterday. And you also had some homework, maybe you remember. We had this group, and we also had this group yesterday. And your task was to find out how many stones you need to capture these 2 groups. This group is out of 3 stones. This group is also out of 3 stones. And this group, how many stones we need to capture? Let's see if you made it correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Atari, and 8. So 8 stones are needed to capture 3 stones. Good. If you have 8, then you're super. Then let's see for this group. For the second group, which is also made out of 3 stones. How many stones do we need to capture? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So white needs only 7 moves to capture the 3 stones. If you made that correctly, then congratulations! Wonderful! But now also something to remember. If you put stones like this in a row, they are actually stronger because white needs more moves to capture. And if you put something like this, then white needs not so many moves to capture, so this is a little weaker. Actually, this form we also call empty triangle. It's like a triangle and it's empty. This we call filled triangle. This is empty triangle, and an empty triangle is a bad shape, okay? So we try to avoid it, okay? Good, so let's see if you see Atari. So let's just repeat a little bit more, and I will show you a situation on the Go board. And it's another puzzle we solve together right now. And you should find all the Ataris on the Go board. Let's see if you find some. So I just set it up for now, and I will ask you something in a second. So let's find all the moves which are in Atari, all the stones. So here is 1 white stone, here is 1 white stone, 1 stone, 1 stone, and 2 stones. These are connected because they have a line underneath connecting them. And actually 3 of these groups are in Atari. This one you know already, it's Atari. With the next move, black can capture. This stone is also in Atari, although only 1 black stone is here. With 1 more stone, white can be captured already because there's no liberty left. And also this stone can be captured. This has also only 1 move and then already captured. So these 3 stones were on Atari. I put them back that you can see once more which were on Atari. Actually, this kind of situation with this white stone should never happen because this white stone has no liberty. It's not in Atari, and somehow black forgot to take it off before, right? So that should not happen. And these 2 stones, they have 2 liberties left, so they are also not in Atari. They have a little more space, right? So try to memorize this, and then you know everything about Atari. That's super good, okay? So, but today we want to learn something about a very special Atari, okay? And this Atari is called Hat, okay? So actually I also teach Go in kindergarten, and the very small kids, being maybe 3 to 5 years old, they really like the following a lot. So as we learned already yesterday, this is line 1, this is line 2, this is line 3, and so on. And if you are a man, like a kindergarten child who wants to become a man but is not really a man yet, then he is not baby anymore. He grew already, like on the second line, but he is like kindergarten child, okay? So it's a small man, let's call it a small man on the second line, okay? And if a small man gets a very big head of Papa, okay, like 3 stones head, like this, then actually the head is so heavy that the small kid can't move anymore, okay? And that is a very special Atari. So this Atari on the second line we call head, okay? And the problem with the head is that black cannot be rescued anymore. So if it is white's turn, of course, white can capture. You know that already. But if it is black's turn, it looks like black can do something. Black can move out. Now it's a group of 2 stones having 2 liberties. Let's see what happens. Next is white's move. White takes a liberty. It's Atari for these 2 stones. And if black tries to escape, still only 1 liberty left, and white can even capture 3 stones. So it doesn't matter in which way you play it. If you are a small man, having a head like this, then actually, even if you move out, you cannot rescue the 1 stone. If you move out, you even lose more than 1 stone, okay? So this would be a head, and I have a very small symbol for this. So this is the man and he has a head. So can be also exactly the same if you have, and I put it now on the side, a white man with a black head. Yeah, also the white stone cannot be rescued anymore. Okay, this is the head. Okay, so this is a very important lesson, because if you just started to learn the game of Go, this will surely happen in your game. Okay. And if you watched yesterday's game between me and Barbara, then you saw this actually. Barbara was able to capture a stone of mine, and it was a head. So maybe you want to recall the last episode, and then you will see it, okay? And today I have a very special guest as well. As you know, we run here the JIGS Go School in Europe, and currently there are quite a lot of kids and also adults here. And one kid came from Italy, and his mom just learned the rules, and she's today here. So this is Nicoletta. Hello, Nicoletta. So Nicoletta, so you are the mom of Davide, right?
Yes, I am.
And Davide is one of the strongest kids right now in Italy,
Yes.
right? So he is how strong now?
Between 1 and 2 dan.
1 and 2 dan. And how old is he?
Is just 13.
Okay, and he will stay also 1 week in our Go School now, and I hope he will reach 2 to 3 dan within this 1 week.
Oh.
I mean, he's really, really fast, but let's see what we can do, okay?
Thank you.
And Davide was teaching you the rules of Go before, right?
A little bit.
A little bit, okay. And now you just learned about the head, right?
Yes.
And I will put the situation on the board now, and you at home, and also you need to try to find the heads in this situation, okay?
Okay, let's try.
Okay, yeah, so I just need a second to really put everything up, but it doesn't take too long, so just wait a second. So I just put some stones somewhere. Actually, it's not completely random, but yeah, let's see what is a head and what is not a head. Let's do it maybe like this, then we can put another one. So, like this, okay? So there are now a lot of black stones and some of the white stones, and some of the stones are heads. All of them are in Atari. All of them could be captured, but some of them are surely super dead already. So can you find it?
Okay, I think this is one head.
Exactly, because if white goes out, then black can make Atari, and white cannot escape anymore, and black can capture. Yeah. Yeah. So this is head. Good.
Yes.
So we can see it here. Second line, man. Good.
The second one should be this one.
Yeah, exactly. So also here, white can move out, but he will be captured. So actually, white is never going to do that, because if you know already you're captured, you don't try to go out anymore, because then you just give more of the stones to your opponent.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So this is also head. Good.
And maybe this one.
This one also. If white goes out, then black can capture. Even if white tries to escape, it's still Atari. All 3 stones together have only 1 liberty left, and black can capture them. Okay?
Yeah.
Good. Great. So this is also a head. Okay. One more?
Is there one more?
Sure. I'm a very evil person, as you know.
Oh.
No, there's none. Okay. So you found all three. So they're exactly three in a head. But why is this not a head? Or why is this one not a head? I mean, I could also take this one and put it here, no?
Yes. This is on the third line.
That's correct, yeah. It's on the third line. And also the man, where is he staying? Actually, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth line. You can also count like this. Yeah. But the head is really always something on the second line, and the man is staying on the floor, yeah? The small kindergarten man, okay? Good. And what about this?
The third line again?
Yeah, it's also third line. So it's like this, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is really actually a little complicated. If white moves out, we don't know if it will survive or not, okay? A little later we will learn something about a cap and a base cap, okay? And then you learn how to handle this, but not in this episode, okay? This will happen next week. Yeah. And what about this one? It's second line Atari.
The direction?
Yeah, it's a problem of direction. So if you put the man here, it's 1, 2, 3, fourth line, fifth line. So it's on the fifth line, yeah? That's a problem, and that's why it's not a head, okay? So if white goes out here, also, it's not clear what will happen in the future, because the white extension, both stones together, have 3 liberties now, okay? And then it's not so easy to capture anymore. Good.
Yeah.
So now you can try your own. Can you try to put on 2 heads somewhere?
2 heads. Okay.
We try to not move the board, because then we cannot see. Good. Great. And do you know what is very difficult for kids? Kids can see this is a head, but kids until the age of 9, they cannot turn something. They cannot see this is also a head. So this is impossible. But with Go, you can actually practice this at home or also in kindergarten. And the best way to teach them is to make them looking like this, okay? And then they can see it's a head. And if you train that quite a lot, then actually you can train your kid, even in the age of 4 or 5, to mirror something and also to rotate something in head. So you can use Go to give them this ability, okay? Cool. And also on this side, it's easy for kids to understand, and everybody just turns the head the other way, okay? And if you do it like that and you have a child to teach it, actually that is pretty difficult, but you can put your head between your legs, okay? Turn your whole body, and then you can still see it correctly. And kids love to do that, and then they really see it's also a head. They are super happy, and after a while they don't need to do this anymore, okay? And they can just rotate it in their head. That is a very good, nice thing. Okay, good, but you don't need that. That's great. So I can understand you are older than 9. I got that.
Yes.
Okay, and I would like to point out one more thing for this day. Yeah? Some people think, okay, this is maybe Go board, but maybe you know a game like this. How's it called?
Is that leather?
No. And David was telling you something about ladder. Ladder, we will learn also in a few days. Okay, this is also a Go term, but not yet. And it's not a ladder, by the way.
Okay.
So this is 5 in a row.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is not Go. Okay. But in Go, some people try to put stones like this in a game, which is okay. But in general, we try to connect our stones. Okay. And it's always possible. If white comes from here, black can connect on the other side. And if white comes from here, black can connect here. Okay. So this is a kind of possible. I'm not saying it's a good or bad way of playing. But what I want to point out is, if white has something like this already, we call it 3 stones loses, okay? 3 stones lose. So not 5 in a row wins, but 3 lose. So if you have this already, it's super, super dangerous, okay? Super dangerous for black, and black should really very quickly somehow connect. There's in this case also another way. We could also have done here something, but black should really take care of his own group, okay? And for beginners, it happens very often like this, for example. And now white can do something, because as I told you, the 3 in a row with these white stones, it's super, super dangerous for black, yeah? There's also this shape, try to remember, 3 in a row with 2 white stones. Yeah, this is dangerous for black. And black can do something now. Black already can capture something. It is 2 moves, okay, you need to think of. And you need to know the head. And then you can capture something. You are white.
White.
Yeah, you are white.
Okay. Oh, I'm
the dangerous thing about the 3 in a row is that you can give an Atari first.
Like this.
So if black plays something or nothing, then white can also, yeah, okay, but I help this. So what are you doing? So I promise you can capture something.
Okay,
yeah,
this one.
You can capture this one, good. And if I rescue this stone, which is actually a good idea to connect these stones, then
I can do like this, that.
Yeah, then you have the head again. Or let's take the other head in this case. But yeah, right. So this is a head and you captured something. So even if I try to escape, what are you going to do?
Just.
Okay, and if I give Atari to your stone, what are you going to do? I try to make it complicated. Yeah. But remember the head, okay?
Yes, so I can...
You can also go out, but I promise you can capture, also possible.
Okay, so here.
Yeah, then it's just done. Also possible, both is fine, okay? Actually, going out is a little better, but I wanted you to see you can capture, okay? Good. So, let's see again. Try to remember 3 moves diagonally with white 2 stones. It's super, super dangerous for black, okay? And white can do something. And the best you can do is to connect quickly something, okay? Here or here. If you don't do that, then Atari, I answer, and
here.
Capture in a head. Yeah, super. So then black can not do anything, cannot rescue. So black usually also doesn't go out. So usually we just use it from the outside. I give also Atari to you. Now your white stone is an Atari. That would be a normal sequence from here. Good, yes. Wonderful. So I hope you learned also something. And I heard you are traveling back tomorrow, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so in Italy, how is it for Christmas? How you celebrate Christmas? Which day, first of all?
The 25th of December, and we will have, of course, a very big Italian lunch. Delicious lunch.
I think all over Europe we have something like the 25th being Christmas, except Germany. Okay, so we will have Christmas tomorrow, and we are super much looking forward for tomorrow. There will be a lot of presents. I'm really curious already. Yeah, so Nicoletta.
Thank you.
I hope you had a nice time and you learned something. And thank you very much.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye. And maybe you also remember we had Barbara yesterday. And with Barbara I will play another game with you today. Okay? Let's see if we find a head somewhere in the game. A head or also something like free diagonal. Like this, yeah? Let's see if we can find it.
Okay.
Let's play.
Hello.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm fine. Maybe a little cold, but I'm fine. A head full of Go.
That's good, yeah. From actually at the moment here in the Go school, I think you wake up at 8 or something, or even earlier.
At 7.
At 7. But your first lesson is at 9, right?
First lesson starts at 9, and then
when you finish in the night.
Problems at 5, and then in the evening there are more games in the evening, like a blitz tournament and a 9x9 tournament, like this here.
Yeah, and yesterday we had Blitz tournament, and actually Davide, the son of the Nicoletta, who was just here, he won the Blitz tournament yesterday.
Oh, he bet me he was playing so quick, that was unbelievable.
Yeah, so shall we just play a game, and then you get homework for tomorrow, okay?
Oops.
Go ahead, please.
Okay.
Okay, so we start again on third line, and we play in the corners first, which is pretty normal. And you want to take my corner, then I separate your stones. It's always good to cut stones off, but let's see what we can do. And actually in this game a lot of shapes appear already. And look what I do now. I'm hesitating to play here because this is what you just learned. it's 3 diagonal moves with 2 black moves, right? Because if I would play here, where would you play? I don't play here, I take it back, okay?
Oh, cut here.
Atari, so I play here.
And then I can take this down.
Yeah, so you can capture this, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
For the stronger players, sometimes this is a kind of technique to capture actually these two, okay? But this is not something I'm going to explain now. But right, black is capturing a stone here, which you can see is the head again, yeah?
Yeah.
So the head can come out of the 3 diagonal moves. Good. So I'm not going to play that today. I play here.
Okay, then.
By the way, in Go, we never take back moves, but I do. So I block you. Maybe this is going to be white, and you actually seem to got the corner somehow. So I play here. Wait a second. And now, if Barbara would play something like this, can you see that white can make a head now? So if she would play somewhere here, she doesn't because she knows the head already. Mm-hmm. Then I could capture a stone and head. I could play here. Can you see? I can capture it. And even if she goes out, then white can capture then 2 stones in this case. So where would you play in case I would have played here?
Oh, then I should.
So you give up this stone, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be correct. And I would capture, yeah? This would be a normal sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I go back. So you didn't capture it. I didn't do this, and you didn't play here, yeah? So
no, I wouldn't play there.
Yeah.
I would secure this one.
This is a normal play. Okay, wonderful. And I also play here. This is really not good for me. This is a lot of black points and not a lot of white points. So how can I win this game? I don't know. I'm scared. Maybe here. Haha. Let's see. And do you know what? If I want to make things complicated, I do something like this. These 4 stones, we learn a little later. Black has cut white and white has cut black. So both cut each other, and this we call a cross cut, okay? Mm-hmm. This is cross cut, and cross cut are pretty difficult because there are so many possibilities, okay? We do that later, but I need to make it complicated, so I'm playing there now. Let's see what you are going to do.
Yeah, that looks dangerous. What can I do now?
Do you know, this is a proverb for stronger players like you, okay? So after a cross cut, you try to extend, usually. Sometimes Atari is better move. But there's a proverb saying after cross cut, extend. I'm not sure if this applies here, but
no, then I better try this one.
Okay, so I will give Atari.
And I extend here.
And I connect my stones.
But I can almost connect those two.
Okay. And I try to get something of the corner here. Mm-hmm. And I try to play here. And maybe you can see the next head right now. So if Barbara is not very carefully, I can make a head here, right? So, Barbara, what should you do?
I don't want that.
You help. Okay, that is a good choice. So I try to make my territory on that side now.
I can try to have a head.
Oh, I made a mistake. I should take it back. Good. Maybe it was a mistake on purpose. Right, very nice. So this is a head again, yeah? So you could capture. And if I would have rescued the stone, what would you do?
Oh, then I'm a little bit afraid you might catch those. Maybe I would attack this one.
That's one possibility. And what about this? Is it possible?
Oh, that looks good.
It's also possible.
So I go more into your territory.
Let's continue like this then, okay? It's also fine. Let me... Some points at least.
But I can try here.
Yeah, you can try to go in here. I say, no, don't go into my nice territory.
Okay. And I can try to get in here.
And I say, no, don't go into my nice territory.
Okay.
Okay, this was Atari, yeah? So you should connect. Good. And I play here.
Oh, this is difficult. I better connect here.
That's true. And this is now the last challenge for you at home. If she would not play here, what could white do? Can you see? Actually, this is also a kind of a hat. It's a little difficult to see, but white could play here, and then this one cannot escape anymore to the first line. Yeah, it's actually the same principle, just in this case it's 2 stones, but they are surrounded already, which is actually the same as if I would have something like this. Yeah, so this would be the hat. Okay, so, and because you don't want me to capture your 2 stones, you played here. And by the way, people yesterday wrote into the comment, hey, this is an L+1, an L+1, I know that one, and you can kill. It's true. Actually, we learned it today. Now Barbara knows L+1 as well. And what would this be, Barbara? Just for you. What shape is it?
A +2.
And what is the status?
Well, this will live.
This will live, right.
I'm sure.
So this is something you will learn later, okay? But wonderful, Barbara. Good. I'm proud of you. So, and this one. Now let's finish quickly. There's no hat anymore in the game, and we're almost finished.
And I take this one.
Okay. Atari. I made a mistake.
Ah, very good. No, I get 2.
I made a big mistake. Oh my god. What did I do? No. If I play here,
this is good.
You can capture 3 stones. Oh. So I need to help this stone, but actually, oh, it's so bad. What did I do? Oh my god. This is for the stronger players, okay? You should have seen it in advance, and actually also this is a kind of a mistake for the stronger players. But I did it that you can see how. So maybe I can go back a little, okay? We had it like this, and a little bit stronger player should see we don't want to play here. Because false eye, false eye, false eye, and another problem, okay? So anyway, I put it on the screen to make everybody a little bit stronger, okay? So I can always say it was on purpose. Whew. Good.
So I can catch this one.
Good.
And now I can catch this one.
Good.
And now I can secure them.
And then I can play here.
Ah, okay. Oh, no.
Atari for 2 stones. I will connect them, that you cannot capture them.
And
you play once more in there, okay. And I pass, because I don't want to lose a stone if I play inside my own territory. And I don't want to play somewhere in your territory, because you could just capture it, right? So wherever I play, I would make minus, so I pass. And you?
Did I need to play this stone, or could I have left it?
No, it's good.
Ah, okay. So,
okay.
But now I pass.
You also
I think
pass?
This is secure and this is secure, and
okay.
I don't want to lose
so
a point.
let's count. So you captured 3 stones, right? So we put the captures into the territory, your plus points and my plus points. So, and I end up with 7 points, okay? And you have so many more points. Oh my god. So I lost, yeah? So black has 10 points and another 7. So today you won, Barbara. That's really cool. Congratulations. Thank you very much for the game.
Good Christmas present.
Okay. And then you guys at home, you get homework now, okay? So. Maybe you can help me to set it up quickly. So this homework is called double Atari, and sometimes you can make hat, okay? So please try to find double Atari, and in each of the situation make sure that you can capture something, yeah? So in this case it's black's turn, or maybe we should maybe change color in this case, sorry. So maybe let's take like this. So in each of the cases black can capture something for sure, okay? Can you try to find it? In each case, black can capture something for sure. Okay? That is great. Then have a lot of fun. And if you are from Germany, then have a nice Christmas Eve tomorrow. But at 5, we will be here. Okay? Bye-bye.